shit. I dropped my shit. Good morning, folks. I'm back at you. I just got home from work. And like I told you earlier, it was miserable. Fucking miserable. Fucking miserable. I just took my calm support, 2 ibuprofen, and what else? Of magnesium. Because I know with the calm support and the Klonopin that I took this morning together, they're going to help put me to sleep. And if you could sleep that shit away, it's all good. I saw on one of my things that I'm on, one of the forums that I'm on, and some girl mentioned she went to rehab and they put on Suboxone. Now, what I don't understand is I have plenty of Suboxone. Hold on. Yeah, so I'm just looking at one of my things that I'm on, one of these topics that we talk about kratom and how to get off of it and stuff. Yes, people, it is out there. People are having a hard time getting off of it. So I was on one of those groups trying to find information on what supplements I could use, to speed up the process, blah, blah, blah. And one girl just posted, I ain't gonna say her name because it's privacy, that she was in rehab and they put on Suboxone. And she's been 14 days clean of kratom. Now, mind you, I would love to ask her how much they started her with and what was her ending dose. Because if that's the way you can go, I got plenty of Suboxone in there. I don't have to suffer, but I do. And I don't know, maybe that's just me. Like I said, I dib and dab. But from what I've been hearing, that's what they're using at the rehabs for kratom. Yes, people go to rehabs for kratom. They're using clonidine and Suboxone. But they wean you right off. Like they start you maybe at 8 milligrams, then for 2 days, then 4 days, or 8, 4, 3, 2, 1, like that. So I don't know. I mean, she says she still has her good days and bad days, but I mean, I guess for the first few days, it is kind of fucked up for the first few days. I'll be honest with you. I ain't saying it's pretty. I ain't saying it's ugly, but it's uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. Now, see, I'm home. I still don't feel that great, but I'm comfortable in my own home. Now, if I want to fucking lay here and moan and groan, it's all good. But when you do 12 hours up, yeah, it really does. When you do 12 hours up and you're going through withdrawals or physical shit from the kratom not having it, when your body's used to having it, say at night you have that last little cup at night, that little red dragon shit, whatever the fuck you want to call it, hula, whatever. And it helps you put you to sleep. When you stop using it, you're gonna be tossing and turning. That's what I'm talking about. And then you wake up with the fucking truck runs you over. That's what I'm feeling. I felt a lot of fucking and Klonopin is for anxiety. I was triple anxiety last night. She doesn't know it. She has a camera in the house, but she doesn't have it on now. I was in the kitchen. Her son was in the room. So he always take over the living room, so I can't go on the couch. Because I don't want him to see that I be sleeping while his mother's in the room. I mean, why not sleep? If all she's doing is being on the computer, why do I need to stay up 12 hours? But he don't go to work till 2:30 in the morning. So I never did this before in anybody's house, but look at this shit. Look at this shit, what I did. I took the two pillows off of the chairs and I put them both together and went by the kitchen sink and the stove, made a map out of them, a mat. And I laid there. And that was about, I remember looking at time, it was about 1 o'clock, 1:15 when I couldn't sit in that chair anymore. That chair was fucking me so bad. My back, my head, everything was like totally destroyed. I needed a flat surface. I couldn't sit in that position anymore. And I looked at my clock and I swear I was about to like, look, you need to go call another girl. But ain't nobody gonna come out there at 2 o'clock in the morning. That ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. So I had to eat that shit up. So I go and I made my little bed on that floor and I laid down. Let me tell you, that felt so good that she was calling me and calling me. When she finally called me, she said, "Oh, I've been calling you for the longest. You was sleeping?" I said, "Yep." I ain't hiding. Yeah, I was sleeping. I said, "Can't you see? If I come in and say hello to her or something, and I'm not very talkative, she already knows I'm going through something, and I'd rather not say anything because when you're feeling this way, you don't want to fucking conversate with nobody. That's the last thing you want to fucking do. And with her, I don't want to fucking hear it. I just want to do my job and get the fuck out of there." But I tell you, I took that Klonopin yesterday after. I took mine in the morning and then I took the one at night before I went to her house. I'm not going to do it again. I'm going to see how the Klonopin holds up for the 24 hours because I cannot be that tired and then going through the kratom withdrawal the same. But that was interesting. Yeah, I got like 4 boxes of Suboxone, but I got a doctor's appointment Thursday. I can't use that. It's either Suboxone or the Klonopin. And I'm seriously going to ask him, can you put me back on the Suboxone? And I know I detoxed from the Suboxone already. But I find it, a lot of people are like jumping to other things, to lesser, lower, I don't know, where it takes less to detox from and not a longer acting opiate or whatever. Or from benzos to volume or whatever like that. Like a crossover. Because I have taken it during the Klonopin thing and I still felt the Suboxone. So I figured, why not just go and just take the Suboxone, but will I feel the benzos? When after 4 or 5 days, will that benzo shit come to me? That's what I'm scared of. Those are the questions I'm going to be asking him. Will I feel the withdrawal if I switch back to Suboxone just to get off this benzo for a year or two? Will I feel the benzo? I'll tell you what. That's what you need to do. Because you know why I say it for me personally? Because I reinstated myself with the Klonopins because I was trying to use the kratom to see if I can get off the benzodiazepine, but I'm sorry, it just doesn't work for that. It works for opiate, methadone, Percocets, and other, but benzos, all it does is stops the pain, but the withdrawals are still there, and it's horrific. It's a no can do. It don't work for that. And I looked on information. No, not for benzodiazepine. If that was it, all these people that are on benzos would have been jumped on kratom. don't work. So what I did was I stopped the kratom and got back on the Klonopin. Then I said I gotta get off the kratom because it ain't working for the Klonopins, to reinstate myself back on the Klonopin. But now I took it for 5 weeks. Now I'm feeling the kratom wearing coming down. You know, like I tried to taper as best as I could, but I did the okie dokie jump. I said, fuck it. One day I take a little bit, one day a little bit more, and I was like, I'm tired of that shit. Like I jumped the first time of 3 grams, and 7 to 10 days before I realized I was fucked up on Klonopin. Instead of getting better, I was getting worse. It was because I was on Klonopin and ran out. So they said the first 3 days are the hardest, but the second day I was all good. The third day, oh my God. Today is day 4. I suggest to kratom first because the Klonopin, don't go cold turkey, sweetie. Don't. Look at the Anderson manual and taper yourself off. A good long year and a half, sometimes maybe 18 months. It'll probably take you. I'm just being honest. I mean, I researched it and I try to find answers to my questions, and I'm not getting them because I keep coming back with the same answers. Now, if a million people keep telling you the same fucking shit, come on, a bell's got to be ringing in my head. Like, I'm like, oh fuck, I guess I gotta follow. I like being a leader, not a follower. But these people are more experienced than me, and in the benzos, there's a whole 4 of them. And they'll tell you tapering and weaning off. Woo! Wow! What? Yo, take a sleeping pill. I take Risperdal, or some people have used Xanax. Just gotta be careful how you do it. But wow. You know what? I've been sleeping okay for the last 2 days. Yesterday, well, the day before yesterday, I had a little harder time. I tossed and turned, but I did take something to sleep. And you do manage to sleep 3-4 hours here, 3 hours here, 4 hours here. It's better than 2 hours. So, take something. Take something, or it just makes the whole fucking trip fucking worse. Oh. Gotcha. It doesn't seem like a high dosage, but yeah, like you cold turkey, that was kind of like, you should try tapering that. I would taper that first, get to your lowest point, and then jump. Okay, spread out through the day. It's understandable, but at the end of the day, it still ends up with 20. But I'm not being a smart ass. But what I'm saying to you is, I'm not like an expert in this, but I've learned it already twice. And for that amount, and for the years that you've been on it, 2 years, I would do a taper, not a cold turkey. I learned that from the kratom community from the other side, where people that have been on it 2, 4, 10, 15, 20 years. Yo, I seen this guy was doing 1 kilo, a kilo a week. Like, who does that? Yeah, just take it slow. Slow. Eventually, you'll come off it. When you're down to a half a gram or whatever, jump the boat. The anxiety and the sleep would be much better than nothing. Much better than nothing. Because I'm sure when you started the kratom, And in 1 year turned into 2 years, it didn't happen overnight. So it's not going to happen overnight. I think it's tapering is the best for that. But for me, it was 3 grams, 5 weeks. I tapered a little bit, and then I just jumped off. I went to a half a teaspoon. Noticed that it held me for 2 hours, but I was okay on 1 gram. But I said, fuck that. So technically, I jumped off on 1 gram. And today makes 4 days. And last night was, I'm having a hard time because I work nights. That's why I'm having a hard time. Like, but I did wake up the other day like, oh my fucking Lord. What the fuck? I knew what it was, but you know, it's just like it's 100 degrees outside, right? You feel like, oh, like oh my God, you just want to die. Fuck it. Run, fuck it, I'll jump in front of a car. Maybe I'll get lucky and get some morphine. I'm just saying, I'm not giving nobody no hints or anything. But the shit is fucking real. The shit is fucking real. I had such anxiety, and that's why I'm saying, you sure it's not a benzo withdrawal? No. I've been through that already. No. I'm pretty stable on the one and the and one in the morning and the one at night. I started at 6, did the cold turkey for 36 days, which helped me back on the Klonopin, which I started with 1, didn't do me no good. 2 got me right. So there was no need for me to go back to 6, which I guess I could say I was lucky with that. You know, I got lucky with that. So, you know, sometimes I think, is it the Klonopin that I'm going to? No. No, it's not the Klonopin. It's the fucking Kratom. It's the Kratom. You know? And then I was also here and there taking a piece of, on bad days when I had to see my family and stuff, and I knew that I was going to be moody and shit, I would take a half a Suboxone. I'm going to investigate that, but I don't want to do the Suboxone and then go to the doctor. He's going to be pretty angry. Like, you can't do both. You got to settle for one or the other. So, I don't know. Something bit me on my leg, a gnat or something. But yeah, like, oh, yo, let me tell you, every day I kept saying it's going to get better. But when you cold turkey benzodiazepine, they got these things that call window periods. Those are the tricky ones. You wake up and you feel good as hell. Second day, you feel good as hell. Third day, you feel good as hell. The fourth day, bang! The shit comes right back at you. I said, what the fuck is this? It made you feel like you were going to be all right. Nah, they call those window periods. You'll have them all through your benzo withdrawals. You'll have 3 good days. You could have 3 good weeks. And then come right back like the beginning of your fucking withdrawal. I can't do that. I have to taper. I can't do that. I can't do that. But I really think those 36 days of cold turkey helped me bring down that 6 milligram down to 2, because I said I'm in trouble because my doctor's not going to give me 6 milligrams of fucking Klonopin. He's just not. He said, but I started you on a 0.5, but I never took a 0.5. It was 1 here and 1 there. I made a mistake. I thought they were Clonidine. When I was detoxing from the Kratom, I took them. I said, I like these. They make me feel better off the Kratom. When he did it for 2 weeks, and I was fucked. I was fucked. So here I am again. But like I said, benzodiazepine cold turkey, I gave up on the 36th day. I couldn't go another day. I couldn't do it. And then I got tired of taking the Kratom too. You know, the reds were perfect for it because it got rid of the pain and stuff. But it wasn't like when I did the opiates. When I withdrew from the opiates, it was much different. With the opiates, I never missed a day of work. The Kratom was good, had me motivated doing it. But the benzo, With the kratom, I still laid in that bed for 36 days. Lost 8 days of work, almost 10 days. They brought that shit to my attention. So I had to make a decision. I said, well, the kratom is not going to work. And when I found out that it takes sometimes 2 years to get yourself back, some people are still withdrawing at 11 months. Some people taper for 8, 10 months or a year or two and still got symptoms. Oh, come on. When is this shit gonna end? If that was to happen to me, I'm gonna cross over to some fucking Suboxone because I'm not going through that. I'm not going through that. Yep, I hear you. You don't recover the same. There's some people, because I read a lot, that are in their 70s that say it, that they can't stop. They cannot stop because their bodies can't go through a withdrawal. They can easily go through seizure, get out of here, and a whole bunch of things. Even our age too. And it was dumb of me to do that because, come on, please. It was dumb of me. That's my dog. It was dumb of me to do that because I was at home by myself. I could have went into fucking seizures, shit like that. But I said, I could do this. I did the opiate. Fuck, I didn't know how intense that fucking Benadryl was. Fuck, I didn't know they were that bad. I just... And today, last night, I never felt like that. Even through the first, the first time I stopped the kratom, I didn't go through that anxiety like I went through last night. I went through some serious anxiety issues. Couldn't sit still, tossing and turning. And I know it was, and you know what the fucked up part is? That I had kratom on me. I've always carried that kratom on me just in case I might say, fuck it. That's where I am. I did that all through my first kratom withdrawal. Everywhere I went, I carried the kratom. Because you just never know. Because nothing's going to take away that fucking feeling but the kratom or some fucking heroin or whatever. And I don't want to go back there. I'd rather take the fucking kratom than go back to heroin or any other thing or whatever. But and I also carry Suboxones in my pocketbook. Other people would say, "Oh, you're just a walking time bomb." No, because a lot of people sometimes can't take it. But I still got boxes in there. I'm not hooked on Suboxone, but I just think that if I know when you ask me, is it better to get off the Klonopin first and then the kratom? No. Because to me, your body is bugging the fuck out. It doesn't know what it's going to detox. You're not going to know when the kratom is over, when you're over your kratom, and the Klonopin is no. Get rid of the kratom. Once you're kratom free, then all you have inside of you is the benzo, and that's what you deal with. But the kratom and the benzo, don't do it. Don't do the benzos and still take the kratom because your body's going to be all fucked up. You got to find a way to know. At least with the kratom, there's an ending to it. But get rid of that kratom and then slowly but surely get your shit on with your benzos. Yeah, benzos are horrible. I wish I never touched them. But like the song said, here I go, here I go, here I go again. But I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed. But anyway, I took my this is the comp support I was telling you. The only thing is that it's $59, but it has L-thiamine, and then there's another triathlon, whatever. They sell all that separate, but this is all in one jar. Valerian root, ashwagandha, all that. But you can get all that separate. But I just figure I'll take it all in one. One thing about this bitch knocks you out. And you take it in the morning and at night. Maybe I'm not used to it. But I took it the other morning when I wasn't feeling that great as the second day. That was Yeah, the second day I wasn't feeling that great, so I took it in the morning. Oh my God, with my Klonopin, that shit knocked me out. Knocked me out. But then I took some matcha tea and, I woke up back up, had a little bit of energy. You know, like I said, I work nights, so I have to take my ass to sleep. And I'm a little more calmer now than when I was, because on the bus, I couldn't even sit still. I couldn't sit still. And I had to create them all in my pocketbook. And now it didn't come to my mind, Ada, take it. Just fuck it. Don't put yourself through that anymore. Just take it. I didn't take it. I didn't take it. I said, fuck it. I didn't take it. But that's what I do. I carry Suboxone and I carry fucking Kratom. I did it the first time. I think I did one time relapse on the Kratom and went back to it, but then I put everything down and said, fuck it, and I made it. Oh boy. Like I said, if I had a camera, you would have saw me last night. It, like I said, it got so bad that I made me, like I was camping outside. I took and laid on a cold floor. It was cold. That's what my body needed. I laid there. That's when I really, really fell out. That's when she called me, trying to get all angry. Like, I'm to the point where I don't give a fuck. I felt like shit, And I managed to get up to about 2:30. That's when I finally heard somebody calling me. It was her. I've been calling you. I've been calling you. Fell asleep. Yeah, and what you gonna do? Tell the company? Oh, tell them. I go to first shift. Fuck it. I think I better. For what I'm going through right now, I think it's best I just go on first shift. Because during the day, I don't feel so bad. It's the fucking nights. I can't stay up all night with that bullshit. I can't do it. But I've been doing it. I remember when I detoxed off the opiates. I chose my date and my time, January, so I wouldn't have to be suffering all summer. March 15th was the day that I got up and everything stopped. But now, you're right about the vicious cycle. I'm a vicious cycle myself. But now these benzos, they scare me more than fucking Suboxone, more than heroin, more than meth. Shit. And there's nothing you can take for that. Nothing. I said, but I heard for the Kratom you could take gabapentin or something like that. Suboxone and Clonidine. And hopefully with the Clonidine you don't have any blood pressure problems. That's when the only time you can take it, because it lowers your blood pressure, so it comes to the fuck down. But yeah. So anyway, my point exact. I was taking it and it got me off of, like we call it over here in the city, off of E, means off of sickness. I don't get nothing anymore out of it. So I'm like, what the fuck am I still taking this shit for? I felt my first cup first time in about a month. After when I first started, I felt the first cup. After that, it just, all it did was help with my withdrawals, which I'm okay with that. But I don't, I see why some people take it because they have sciatica, myalgia, whatever. I don't like not nobody like that. If you don't want to take opiates and then all good for you. But if we're done with the opiates and all that, there's no reason for us to keep drinking that shit. And there's no reason for it. Even the ones that's supposed to give you energy, that shit gives you energy for a couple of hours. Next thing in, you need another couple of hours to bring back that. You got to get your own energy back. And this is what's happening right now to me. It's coming out of my system, but the energy level is really fucked up. My energy level is really fucked up. But last night, my legs were twitching for the first time, and I'm on magnesium. And I think it was the anxiety. I was twitching, I was turning, I was, Or you heard it was the chair crickling. She's like, Ada, what's wrong? I'm like, I got nothing. You can't help me. You can't help me. Just might as well leave me alone. I ain't trying to be rude, but she can't do nothing for me, you know? So today, I took my calm support and I took my fucking Klonopin in the morning. I took it at 5 o'clock. Usually I take it at 7. So it got at least help me, finish my job. But I still walked home like if I was walking my little dog. Slowly, slowly. I was like, oh my God. Then on the bus, I just I can't wait to get there. I can't wait. It reminded me of my heroin days when I was sick and running and ripping and doing whatever I had to do to get that bag. I felt the same way, but it's different. This is different. This is more annoying. Yeah, I'm all for it being legal. I'm all for it being legal because I can't say it didn't help me. It did help me. But you people need to be a bit responsible with it. But in a sense, with the opiates, that's just not going to happen in a week. If you've been on it for 2, 3 years or 4 years tops, minimum 5 weeks. Because this guy tells you on the internet, 5 weeks. And it took me 5 weeks to get off. Until I finally woke up one morning, no kratom, no nothing. I felt good for a couple of days, and all of a sudden I felt, what the fuck? Then the pause came in. The pause from the opiates came in. And then the kratom came in. So, yeah, I suffered a little bit. But during the opiate withdrawal, it wasn't bad at all. The kratom was really, really good to me. But it was the post-acute that was the fuck up part. And the kratom was the fucked up part. Because when you're on Suboxone, it gives you energy. And it gives you all this fucking euphoria, all this shit. And then when your body doesn't have it, it acts funny. And it's just trying to heal, you know? And I don't have an addiction to opiates anymore anyway, so. At one point that used to be my problem. Now my problem is the fucking kratom. I ain't gonna say Klonopin because Klonopin is a whole story by itself. That's another issue in later months. But right now, I had said to myself, I can't take another fucking withdrawal. But I knew I had to put down that kratom. It wasn't doing nothing for me. It didn't work for the benzo, so what the fuck am I fucking taking it for? I'm already on Klonopin. What the fuck I need kratom for? So, here I go again. I feel better that I'm at home. Like I said, I'm not moving around outside because it's a little hard for me to do that. But hopefully the calm will knock me out. And it helps my muscles and the valerian. It got ashwagandha in it and all that. And it really does help. We are in the same boat. But we just live in different directions. But we're in the same boat, sailing the same way. But we don't know if we want to go this way or that way. But I kind of already know which way I want to go. Check this out. At 5 o'clock today, will mark the 4th day. Yeah, I think. Yeah, yesterday was day 3. Yeah, but today at 5 o'clock, because that was the last time I had it, 5 o'clock last week sometime. So today at 5 o'clock will be a total of 4 days. So I'm pretty sure by the day 7 through 8, I should start feeling better because that's how it happened the first time. until I ran out of the Klonopin, and instead of having a kratom problem, I had a Klonopin problem. You know, but yeah. So listen, Pete the Pirate. I'm gonna sign off now. I'm gonna try to get me some sleep. I'm not even gonna turn on the TV. I'm gonna still lay in my clothes, and I'm gonna see where this comm support is gonna take me, because it worked good the first time. So uh, oh yes, I am. So I'll see you later. I'm gonna post later on. See how I feel when I wake up. If I still feel it, it won't be the Klonopin. Whatever I feel will probably be the kratom, and maybe I won't. I probably feel better because the comm support stops a lot of shit. And take my Klonopin at the proper time and see what happens from there. You have a good day. Okay? I see you guys later on this afternoon when I wake up from a good rest. Bye bye.